Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. And during this session today, we'll bring the awareness to the core with different exercise, breathing, and yoga posture, focusing on toning the whole abdominal area. A strong core supports the spine and allows the energy to flow upwards. So let's start today in child pose. So relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck, and breathing into the back of the body. And focus on just relaxing the body with that breath. Allow the breath to slow down and deepen. And slowly roll the spine up, coming into sitting on your heels. And to make it more comfortable, if needed, you can put a little towel under your ankles or sit on a pillow between your heels and legs. And let's straighten the spine with the hands on the side of the body. Press down on the fingers, keeping shoulders relaxed. Just lengthen the spine. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. Take deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the navel slightly in, feeling the action of the abdomen. Release the fingers, open your eyes, and bring the arms over the head. Interlace the fingers and extend upward. Shoulders relaxed, spine tall. Deep breath. And pulling the navel slightly in as you exhale. Feeling the action of the muscles. One more deep breath. And then release the arms down. Let your hands rest on your knees. And the first exercise will be a breathing exercise called Kapalabhati, or breath of fire. It's a cleansing technique, the kriya, but also helping to tone the abdominal muscles, bringing heat in the body, and also energizing. So if you have little experience with that, you can place your hands on the belly to feel the movement, or keep your hands resting on the knees. It's a faster breath, where the abdominal muscles help exhaling. The inhale is very easy, almost passive, so no effort to breathe in. And let's start. We'll do 2 rounds of 20 breaths, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, stop at any time, coming back to your deep breathing. Close your eyes so you can really feel it from inside. And let's start. Take a deep breath in and bring your chin toward the chest, holding the breath for a moment. You can also engage Mula Bandha at the base of the pelvic floor. And then release and come back to easy breathing. 2 deep breaths. And let's get ready for the second round. Let's start together. Deep breath in. Chin lock, chin to chest. Boot lock, Mula Bandha. Hold the breath in. And then relax and come back to easy breathing, slow and deep. From there, let's bring the hands in front of you and come to tabletop position. Let's engage the core, taking a breath in and exhale, lifting the navel up slightly to keep the back steady as we lift one leg, then the opposite arm and balance. Keep the neck long, keep the body steady. And release the hand down. Come to a plank pose and pull the right knee up toward the chest 3 times. And back on the knees, lift the right leg up, catch the ankle, lift the foot up, and balancing in kneeling dancer. And release both hands and knees down. And again, focus on the core, stability of the back as you lift your left leg and opposite arm. Looking down to keep the neck neutral. Breathing slowly and deeply. Let the hand come back down, curl the toes, come to a plank pose, knee to chest, 1 time, 2 more. And coming back to the knee, lifting the foot, catching the ankle. And releasing, and curling toes under, and lifting the knees up. Coming to downward facing dog. Pressing on the hands, lifting the sitting bones up. And plank for a moment, stretching the ankles. And pressing both heels down, pressing on all 4 points. Feel the abdominal muscles supporting the position, lifting slightly. Then lift the right leg up and bring the right knee up toward the chest, then come to a plank and hold the knee up. 3 breaths. And go back to 3-legged dog. Now bring the knee toward the chest in plank, exhale. Go back up with the leg. Come with the knee to the opposite elbow, exhale. Lift again, and outside the right elbow. And coming back to 3-legged dog. And set the foot down to the floor, lifting the left leg up. Come to a plank, knee to chest, and hold 3 breaths. Strong core. And downward facing dog, leg lift. 3 times, knee to chest, center, lift to the opposite elbow, exhale, up and outside the left elbow, and lift, and just set the feet down and drop the knees down to the floor. Relax a moment. Come back into kneeling position, spine straight, and lift one arm up over the head, the other hand to the side, bend sideways, stretching the side of the body, the oblique muscles, and coming up, release the hand, lift the other arm, exhale, bend to the side, the other hand is supporting you. Breathe into the side as you feel the stretch in the side of the body. And coming back up, still staying on your knees, turn onto one side. Take a few breaths, keep the whole abdominal area stretching with the twist. Come back to center and come to the other side. Back to center and place your elbows down to the floor. And let's go into elbow plank. Pull the navel upward. Keep the body steady. Strong abdominal muscles protect the back. And let the knees come down. Come on hands and feet. Downward facing dog. And walk your feet forward toward the hands for Uttanasana, hanging down. Feel the stretch at the back of the legs and the spine lengthening. You can release your hands down toward the floor or on your ankles. And go back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up and bring the right knee down to the floor and pivot to the sides into modified side plank. Hand down and lifting the left leg up. You can rest your hand to your waist. Now as we do circle with the leg, 3 times in one direction, then changing side, keeping the body steady. Then keeping the legs lifted at the hip level, arm up, balancing. Slow, deep breath. And from there, come up, bend the left knee, turning the toes to the side, and we go into a modified side angle. Elbow on thigh, reaching up with the right arm. Extend upwards. And coming back, hands down on the floor and feet back to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up and bring the left knee down to the floor. Pivot to the side for modified side plank. Lifting the leg up, rest your hand to your waist so you can feel the steadiness of the hip as you move the leg in small circle. Changing direction. Then keeping the leg steady, extending the arm up. And from there, coming to modified side angle, elbow on thigh, and stretching, lengthening the side. Slow, deep breath. And coming back, releasing hands down, back to downward facing dog, walking your feet forward, and softening the knees, roll the spine up, lift the arms up over the head, arch back slightly, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Stand at the front of your mat, feet together, and let's flow into sun salutation. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, move the arms out and up. Exhale, folding forward, hands down. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Inhale into plank. Drop the knees down. And into chaturanga, let's go slowly and hold. Elbows pointing back, hold. Feel the strength of the core supporting the back. One more breath. And then slowly come all the way down. And inhale, come up into Cobra. Press on your hands, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, both feet together, chest over the legs. Pressing on the feet. Inhale, arms up, arching back. And exhale, hands back to heart. One more. Relaxing the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, feet back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees to the mat. So the body is on a kneeling plank as you bend your elbows and hold. Feel the strength of your arms and especially the core. And slowly release. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, both feet together, chest over the legs. Pressing on the feet. Inhale, arms up, arching back. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Feel the body steady and still. And release the arms down along the sides. And continue with Vinyasa flow. Inhale, lifting the arms up over the head. And exhale, bend on one side. Hold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, press on the feet, come up. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Two more breaths. And press on the feet, inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knees into chair, keeping the arms lifted. Go down a little more. The back is strong. The abdominal muscles are active to protect the back. One more breath. And exhale, hands down, straighten the legs in Uttanasana, releasing the quadriceps. Bend the knees, lift the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to heart. And now let's lift the left heel off the ground and stretch the leg back, coming to balance. Coming back to chair. And again, same side. Bend the knees, chair pose, and one more time, extend the leg back. Try to balance. Exhale, feet together into chair. Other side, stand on the left leg, right heel off the ground. Lift the leg up and straighten the left leg. And come back to chair and come to balance. One more time. And come back to chair pose. Release, hands down, Uttanasana. Take a breath. Bend the knees again. Lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart and twist to the right. Elbow against the right knee. 3 breaths. Come back to center. Lift the arms up and prepare for the other side. Hands to the heart and right elbow against left knee. Knees staying together and hands coming to the center of the chest. Feel the power of the core, keeping the hips steady. And come back to center. Hands down, release the legs, straight legs, Uttanasana. 2 breaths. Bend the knees, come back to chair. Exhale, hands to heart. And now step back with your left leg and twist to the right into chair lunge. Come back to center, feet together. Lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. And step back with the left leg. Sorry, the right leg now. And twist to the left. And come back to center, feet together, lifting the arms up. And one more time, release the hands down, straighten the legs. 2 deep breaths. And coming back up, inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. And let's continue with more flowing movement. Release the arms down. Inhale, arms moving up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, one leg back. Exhale, both feet back. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step the right foot forward. Pivot the left foot. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Then turn around. Hold warrior two, a few breaths. Spine is straight. Core is strong to support the whole body. Release the right leg, straightening it and leaning back into reverse triangle. And then come back to warrior. And let's go in side angle variation, lifting both arms. So you float into side angle without putting the elbow on the knee or the hand down. Just with the strength of the core and the legs. And coming back to warrior and to downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up, step the left foot forward, press on both feet, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Hold for a moment. If you are familiar with Mula Bandha, you can activate it and feel the internal lift. Continue breathing slowly and deeply. Release the left leg by straightening it and leaning back into reverse triangle. Then back to warrior and into side angle variation. Let your chest face the front, but keep the left knee pointing straight forward so the hip is open. And release the hands down, both feet back, downward facing dog. Come to plank pose and let's go into side plank. Turn on one side, you can keep one foot in front of the other, lifting the arm up. If this is difficult for your wrist, you can modify with the elbow down. If you want more challenge, you can stack the feet on top of each other. Now, even more variation with the leg into a tree pose or lifted up. And then release, going back to plank pose. And then prepare for the other side, turn sideways, one foot in front. Modify as needed to make it easier or more challenging. Feel the power of the core. And then go back to downward facing dog. And rest a moment in child. Going back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step the right foot forward. And preparing for balance, warrior 3, arms out to the side, come halfway forward, and if you want, you can bring your left foot closer, and then float up. Body on a straight line, strong core. And hands down, both feet back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up, step the left foot forward, and lift the arms up into crescent. Exhale, halfway forward, body on a straight line, arms out, looking down, stepping a bit forward. And when you feel ready, lift and float. And step back, hands down, downward facing dog. Let the knees come down to the floor. Rest a moment in child. Then slowly roll up and bring your feet in front. Let's relax the back and the core with rolling up and down a few times. Then stop the movement. Keep your shoulders off the ground. Arms forward. Lift the legs up and lower the legs as much as you can while keeping the lower back on the floor. And from here, we'll do Kapalabhati again, breath of fire. So navel to spine, fast breath. Only 10 times. And roll down on your back. Release the legs. Breathe. Let's do half boat again with the hands in different positions so it will be easier on your neck. So lift the shoulders up, hands behind your head, just supporting the weight of the head, extending the legs forward, and again 10 rounds of Kapalabhati. And knees to chest, relax the shoulders down. Breathe and relax. From here, we're going to boat pose, the regular pose. Lift the head and shoulders and rock up and sit with your knees bent, all straight legs, arms parallel to the floor. Spine straight, strong core. It's always possible to modify to make it easier holding the legs, not straightening them, and making the pose more challenging with different ways. And let the feet come down to the floor. Let's roll on the back. Relax a moment. And lift the right leg up, extending the left leg forward and down to the floor. Hold the leg, feel the stretch in the hamstring. But now let's bring the awareness to the core. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulders off the mat. Release the leg, bring your hands behind the head, lower the leg halfway, and then lift it. Don't let the back move. The lower back stays on the floor. down, and up with control, down, and up, lifting both legs up, knees to chest, relax the shoulders. Left leg, extend the right leg, lift the shoulders off the mat as high as you can. And slowly release, hands behind the head. Lower the leg down with control and lift. Lower the leg down and lift. One more. Lower the leg down, lower back on the floor and lift the leg, lifting both legs up, knees to chest, shoulders down. Straighten both legs, lift the shoulders off the mat. Keep the left leg lifted and just lower the right leg and up. 2 more times, right leg down and up. If this is easy enough, you can go lower without letting your lower back come off the mat. And left leg down and up. 2 more, down and up, down and up. Knees to the chest, arms out to the side. Let's bring the knees to the right side. Keeping the shoulders off the mat, on the mat. Lift the knees back to center and drop the knees to the left side. Bring the knees up. Let's do it 2 more times each side. Control with the core. To the left. Center. 1 more time. Stop here. Straighten the left leg and stretch while you keep your left shoulder on the ground. Come back to center, knees to the left. Keep right shoulder on the floor, extend the right leg, catch the foot with the hand if possible, or the ankle. And come back to center. Let's do the same thing with legs straight up. This is harder, it requires stronger core. So if it's too difficult, you can do it again with bent knees. So if you want to try with straight legs, arms down along the side, we need to shift the hips to the left slightly. Then lift the legs and lower the legs, arms out, gives more support. And lift the legs back up to center. If lifting them up is too hard, do it with bent knees. As you come to center, readjust the hips, shift slightly to the right, arms out, and lower the legs to the left side. Come back up and change the position of the hips, going to the right again. And up, shift the hips to the right, going to the left. Revolved abdominal pose. Lift the leg and bring the hips back to the center, bend the knees, and let the feet come down to the floor. Keep the arms along the sides. Let's stretch the abdominal area after all that core work with a bridge, lifting the hips up. Any possible variation, you can keep your arms as they are, or bring hands together, or catch your ankles. Press on the feet, lifting the hips up high and feeling the stretch at the front of the body. Last breath. And slowly coming down, knees to the chest. Relax the back. If you have a block, you can take it and do a supported bridge which provides even more, a deeper stretch in the abdominal area. So you start like a bridge with a support under the sacrum, and then you can straighten the legs one at a time. Make sure it feels all right, so you feel a nice stretch in the psoas area, the whole abdominal area, and even more if you stretch the arms over the head. And you can stay here as long as you feel comfortable, stretching completely and relaxing the body and the mind. Just make sure it doesn't put pressure on your lower back. In that case, just release the lift. So a few more breaths, stay longer if you want. We only have Shavasana after this. But release whenever you are ready. Removing the block. Knees to the chest again when you are done. Maybe rolling a little bit side to side. Feeling completely relaxed. And then preparing yourself for Shavasana. Feet down, arms along the side, slightly away from the body. And very gently straightening one leg, then the other. Closing the eyes. And letting go completely. Letting the breath soften. Feeling the rise and the fall of the abdomen relaxed, but energized by this work. Feeling the energy radiating from the center of the body all around. Noticing the weight of your head, the weight of your arms, the weight of your legs.